The haunting call of the Wendigo. The forest was cold and silent, its trees casting long, gnarled shadows in the dying light of day. A group of 5 friends, Mark, Lisa, Jenna, Rob, and Claire, were setting up camp deep within these woods, drawn by the promise of a secluded weekend away from the city. As night fell and the fire's glow painted their faces in shades of orange, Rob began to narrate tales of the infamous Wendigo, a malevolent spirit said to haunt these very woods, preying on lost souls and turning them into cannibalistic entities. Legend says, Rob began, his eyes gleaming, that the Wendigo once was human. Driven to cannibalism by hunger, these people transformed into monsters, their hearts turning to ice. They're said to be tall, skeletal creatures with antlers, always hungry. Jenna, visibly unnerved, whispered, "Can we not talk about this here? Especially in the dark." Claire laughed. "Don't be scared. It's just a legend." The night progressed with laughter, s'mores, and more cheerful stories. But as they were about to retire to their tents, a distant, haunting howl echoed through the woods, freezing their blood. "Probably just a wolf," Mark mused, but his voice wavered. However, as the night deepened, the sounds grew stranger. Whispers seemed to float between the trees, echoing words that sounded eerily familiar. It was as if the woods were playing back their conversations. In the darkest hours, Jenna was jolted awake by a chilling scream. Bursting from her tent, she saw Lisa, eyes wide with terror, pointing towards the edge of their campsite. There, illuminated faintly by the fire, stood a gaunt figure with antlers, its eyes glowing a pale blue. "It's the Wendigo," Rob yelled. The creature lunged, swift as a shadow. Rob, thinking quickly, grabbed a burning log and hurled it towards the creature, causing it to retreat with a deafening screech. They had no choice but to abandon their camp and flee. Navigating the forest in the dark was treacherous. The group got separated, with Mark and Claire heading one way and Jenna, Lisa, and Rob another. Mark and Claire stumbled upon a cave and decided to hide there. The echoing whispers continued, but now they were interspersed with growls. Hours felt like days as they huddled together, praying for dawn. Meanwhile, Jenna, Lisa, and Rob found an old cabin. They barricaded themselves inside, hoping it would offer protection. The windows revealed glimpses of the Wendigo prowling outside, its form distorted and shimmering as if not entirely of this world. In a last-ditch effort, Rob remembered the legend stating that the Wendigo was repelled by fire. He set a ring of fire around the cabin, using whatever flammable they could find. As dawn approached, the Wendigo, repelled by the fire, let out a final ear-piercing scream and retreated into the depths of the forest. Exhausted and traumatized, the 3 survivors made their way back to their campsite. To their horror, they found the remains of the cave Mark and Claire had hidden in. There was no sign of them, just a chilling message written on a rock outside, "Always hungry." Realizing the gravity of their situation, the 3 decided to head back to civilization, marking their path to warn others of the dangers lurking in the woods. They made a pact never to speak of that night again. However, every winter, when the nights grew cold and long, Jenna, Lisa, and Rob would hear faint, haunting whispers outside their homes, reminding them of the terror that still lurked in the depths of the forest, always waiting, always hungry,